Hi Nana. Uh, in this video, we will learn the question bank 4 related to the lesson study of first element hydrogen. Okay. Right. Right. So in it, we'll learn the 10th answer. Okay. So what is 10th question? Why are the first few bubbles of hydrogen gas not collected when the gas is prepared from zinc and dilute sulfuric acid in the laboratory? That means, why are the first few bubbles of hydrogen gas not collected? So that means here hydrogen gas is prepared. Okay, but first few bubbles of hydrogen gas is not collected. How hydrogen gas is prepared? See, this is called as conical flask. Inside the conical flask, first we have kept granulated zinc pieces, and after that we have poured concentrated sulfuric acid through the Thiele funnel, so that the concentrated sulfuric acid enters into this one. Now the reaction takes place between the granulated zinc and concentrated sulfuric acid. Sorry, dilute sulfuric acid, not concentrated. So dilute sulfuric acid. So now the reaction takes place between the zinc and dilute sulfuric acid, and finally forms a zinc sulfate, and hydrogen gas is liberated. Hydrogen gas is liberated. So that means here this reaction takes place and hydrogen gas is liberated. So the liberated hydrogen gas slowly it will try to occupy the entire conical flask. So the hydrogen gas which is liberated here during the reaction, so it will try to occupy the entire conical flask. Before this hydrogen gas entered into this one, so this area was occupied by the air. Okay, so when hydrogen gas is liberated, slowly this hydrogen gas will push away the air. Okay, so that means this air will go away through the delivery tube. That means this hydrogen gas will drive away the air. Okay, so that after all the air is removed, driven out. So along with that air, some amount of hydrogen is also, okay, it is, it will move along with the air. So that means, the first amount of hydrogen which is coming out through the delivery tube, it is mixed with air also. So that means after here this is water, this is called as beehive shelf, and here this hydrogen gas along with the air, it is bubbled into the water. It is bubbled into the water. Okay, now the bubbles are formed. So bubbles of hydrogen and air are formed. So first few bubbles which are formed, we should not collect this hydrogen. Say after letting out few bubbles of hydrogen, immediately we have to put a gas collecting jar, so which is having water filled with it. Okay, inverted. We have to invert that gas collecting jar over the beehive shelf. Okay, so that now here now the hydrogen gas bubbles will enter into this one. Hydrogen gas bubbles will enter into this one, and finally that hydrogen is occupied. It will occupy the top of the beehive glass collecting jar. Slowly, as hydrogen gas is collected here, slowly it will push down the water level. Okay, so the water level will come down, because this portion is occupied by hydrogen. Slowly, as the amount of hydrogen builds up, the water level also will come down. So here in this way hydrogen gas is collected. okay, by the downward displacement of water. See here what we have done. So we didn't collect the first few drops of first few bubbles of hydrogen. We didn't collect it. What is the reason? Why? Why are the first few bubbles of hydrogen gas not collected? Okay, because the first few bubbles of hydrogen, it is mixed with air. As it is mixed with air, what happens? Whenever hydrogen is mixed with air, it forms explosive mixture. Explosive mixture it will form. So as it is an explosive mixture, what happens? It will undergo explosion. It will undergo explosion when a flame is brought near to this one. Okay, when a flame, if you bring any flame, if you bring a flame, okay, if you bring a flame, okay, near to this apparatus, what happens? So immediately this mixture will undergo explosion. Okay, so that is why the first few bubbles of hydrogen, it is not collected in this jar, because suppose if this jar is having what? Hydrogen. Now along with hydrogen, if air is also present, what happens? After that jar is taken out, so now this jar contains hydrogen as well as air. So now hydrogen and air mixture is nothing but an explosive mixture. So there is a chance of explosion. Whenever a flame is brought near to this one, what happens? This mixture will undergo explosion. So in order to prevent explosion of this mixture, so we should not collect the first few bubbles of hydrogen, because the first few bubbles of hydrogen, it is mixed with air. Okay, that means the first few bubbles of hydrogen are always mixed with some amount of air, okay, which is already present in the apparatus. Okay, so this will form an explosive mixture, and which will explode, okay, when any flame, naked flame means direct flame. Okay, when any direct flame is brought near the gas jar, so that means it is because of this reason the first few bubbles of hydrogen should not be collected, because the first few bubbles of hydrogen is always mixed with air. Okay, so that is the reason. Okay, now we learn the 11th answer. We learn the 11th question. What is 11th question? Why is lighted candle or any other naked flame or any other naked flame, okay, any other naked flame not brought near the okay, near the apparatus, producing hydrogen gas. So this is the question. So what is the question? So why we should not bring any burning candle, lighted candle? Lighted candle means if you a candle which is lit. Okay, so now it is lighted, or else any naked flame, direct flame. Okay, so either lighted candle or naked flame, we should not bring near to the this apparatus which is producing hydrogen gas. So we should not bring either this one or this one near to this. What is the reason? So what is the reason? See, always remember that in an experiment, so no experiment can be done with 100% accuracy. So there will be compulsorily some leakage. There will be compulsorily some leakage in the apparatus. At least a little bit of leakage of hydrogen gas will take place. Suppose if this flame is brought near to this one, what happens? The hydrogen which is leaked here, so it immediately catches flame. It will burn and it will undergo explosion. Already we have seen that hydrogen and air mixture, it is an explosive mixture. It is explosive mixture, hence it undergo explosion. So in order to prevent the explosion, so we should not bring the naked flame towards the apparatus where hydrogen gas is produced. Okay, because due to there will be some leakage of hydrogen gas. Okay, so there is a possibility that hydrogen gas may be leaked from the apparatus. Okay, so as this gas forms an explosive mixture and which can explode with the naked flame. Okay, therefore this naked flame should not be brought towards the apparatus where hydrogen gas is prepared. Okay, right. Next, what is the next question? 12th question. Name 4 impurities. Name 4 impurities present in the hydrogen gas. Okay, name 4 impurities present in the hydrogen gas collected by the action of dilute sulfuric acid, okay, on granulated zinc. So this experiment is related to this one only. See, that means here in this process what is happening? Granulated zinc will react with sulfuric acid, dilute sulfuric acid, and forms zinc sulfate and hydrogen gas. So here the hydrogen gas which is formed by this reaction, so in this apparatus the hydrogen gas which is formed, it is not a pure hydrogen gas. Why it is not pure hydrogen gas? Because what substance we are using? We are using granulated zinc. What is granulated zinc? Granulated zinc is not a pure zinc. It is impure zinc. It contains impurities. What are different impurities present in zinc? In granulated zinc, copper is the main impurity. Along with the copper, there will be carbon, there will be phosphorus, arsenic, sulfur, nitrogen, etc. Okay, so these impurities are also present. What happens? So, these impurities are present where? In the zinc. Okay, along with the zinc, as it is granulated zinc, so it contains these many impurities. So, this copper impurity is useful, okay, because it acts as catalyst. But other impurities, these impurities, they are converted into some gases. During this reaction, these impurities are converted into gases. Carbon is converted into carbon dioxide gas. Phosphorus is converted into phosphine gas. Arsenic is converted into arsine gas. This is a poisonous gas. Okay, sulfur is converted into either sulfur dioxide or H2S gases. These both are gases. Nitrogen is converted into nitrogen oxides. Nitrogen oxides may be nitric oxide or nitrous oxide or nitrogen dioxide. Okay, so like this. So that means these are the impurities which are present along with the zinc. So these impurities are converted into different gases. Okay, now these are gases. So where these gases are formed? These gases are formed inside the apparatus only. Even hydrogen is also formed. Hydrogen gas is also formed in this apparatus only. Now what happens? All these gases, they mix with hydrogen gas. Hence, the hydrogen gas which is produced in this process by using granulated zinc and sulfuric acid, the hydrogen gas which is produced, it is not a pure hydrogen gas. It is impure hydrogen gas. Okay, there are so many impurities. So here the question is, name 4 impurities present in the hydrogen gas. So these are all impurities. We may suggest any 4 names. For example, phosphine or arsine. So like this. Okay, so these are the impurities, oxides of nitrogen. So we may mention any 4. Okay, now in the 12th question, there is another sub question. So this is sub question A. There is another sub question. What is the other sub question? Sub question B. Suggest a solution. Suggest a solution or chemical. A solution or suggest a solution or chemical for the removal. For the removal of impurities. For the removal of impurities. Okay, see, now this hydrogen gas which is collected here, it is not a pure hydrogen gas because along with this hydrogen gas, these gases are also present. Okay, now if we collect the hydrogen gas, a jar of hydrogen gas if you collect, so it contains these impurities also. So that means it is not a pure hydrogen gas. Then the question is how to make this impure hydrogen gas into pure hydrogen gas. Okay, the impure hydrogen gas should be converted into pure hydrogen gas. So how to convert that? In order to convert impure hydrogen gas into pure hydrogen gas, we have to remove these impurities. If you remove these impurities, then it will get a pure hydrogen gas. Then question is how to remove these impurities? Which chemicals we should use to remove the impurities? So that is the question here. Suggest a solution or else suggest a chemical for the removal of impurities. Okay. Right. So now this carbon dioxide gas or sulfur dioxide gas or oxides of nitrogen, they can be removed by a solution known as potassium hydroxide. So potassium hydroxide solution, okay, potassium hydroxide solution can remove this one. So what is the formula of potassium hydroxide? Okay, potassium hydroxide solution can remove these gases. Next one, phosphine and arsine. Okay, phosphine and arsine. So these gases can be removed by sending these gases into silver nitrate solution. Silver nitrate solution can remove this. It can dissolve these 2 gases. So that means we have to send this hydrogen gas into this solution. If you send this hydrogen gas into this solution, these 2 impurities can be removed. If you send hydrogen gas into this solution, these 3 impurities are removed. Okay. Next, H2S. In order to remove H2S impurity from hydrogen gas, so we have to send a hydrogen gas into lead acetate solution. Lead acetate or else even lead acetate or lead nitrate. Even lead nitrate also can remove H2S we have to send H2S gas. We have to send hydrogen gas into either lead nitrate solution, or else in your book this is not mentioned, or else we may use lead acetate solution also. Lead acetate solution. Okay, so lead acetate solution or lead nitrate solution can be used. So either this one or this one. Okay, anything we may use to remove H2S gas from the hydrogen gas, and to remove these two we have to send this hydrogen gas into silver nitrate solution. Okay, so like this different solutions can be used to remove different impurities which are present in the hydrogen gas. So this hydrogen gas which is collected here, it is not a pure hydrogen gas initially. So we have to convert that impure hydrogen gas into pure hydrogen gas. How to convert the impure hydrogen gas into pure hydrogen gas? If you remove the impurities, then it will be converted into pure hydrogen gas. So how to remove the impurities? So these impurities can be removed by using different solutions. So different impurities will dissolve in different solutions. These three impurities, they dissolve in potassium hydroxide solution. These two impurities will dissolve in silver nitrate solution, and this impurity can be removed, can be dissolved in lead nitrate or lead acetate solution. Right. So this is the answer for this question. So suggest a solution. So here for to remove these substances, we use this solution. To remove these substances, we use this solution. To remove this substance, we may use this solution or this solution. Okay. Now, 13th question. We will learn the 13th question. What is 13th question? Okay, paragraph below. So there is a paragraph. There are fill in the blank. There are blanks in that paragraph. We have to fill those blanks. Okay. So here the question is paragraph below describes. Paragraph below describes the industrial preparation. The industrial preparation. So this is what? This is laboratory preparation. Okay. So now this question is related to industrial preparation. Industrial preparation. So for industrial preparation, no need of using this diagram. This diagram is laboratory preparation of hydrogen. So paragraph this question is related to industrial preparation of hydrogen gas. So no need of using this diagram. Simply I am removing this diagram. Okay, because this diagram is related to what? Laboratory preparation. Now this question is related to industrial preparation. Okay, so industrial preparation of hydrogen gas from methane. From methane. Okay, so fill in the blanks. Okay, so fill in the blanks. So what is the paragraph? Now we will look into this. So the paragraph will start like this. Methane gas is mixed with see, generally in the industrial preparation from methane, So how this hydrogen is prepared? Hydrogen gas, how hydrogen gas is prepared? From methane. See, generally this methane, initially methane, it is made to react with superheated steam. Superheated steam. Steam means water vapor. I mean, the steam is obtained from water. Superheated steam is obtained, even that is also obtained from water, but the temperature of superheated steam is 170 degrees centigrade. Okay, so this is called a superheated steam. Superheated steam, that means heated to very high temperatures. So that steam, it will react with methane. So when superheated steam will react with methane, so here in order to make these two substances to undergo reaction, so we have to use a catalyst known as nickel catalyst. Okay, nickel catalyst will help us to these two substances to react fastly. And also these two substances, they should be kept in a container, and here the container should be there should be very high pressure in that container. We have to maintain nearly 30 atmosphere of pressure. Nearly 30 atmospheres of pressure should be used in this container. Okay, under this high pressure, what happens? These two will react with each other. Okay, and in the presence of nickel catalyst. And we have to heat this reaction mixture. So this container is having this mixture. Methane and superheated steam is present in this. So it contains what? Methane and superheated steam. So in order to undergo reaction between these two substances, we have to add nickel catalyst also into this one. We have to add what? Nickel catalyst. Now, and we have to provide 30 atmosphere of pressure, very high pressure. And we have to heat this mixture to nearly 800 degrees centigrade. Only under these conditions, that means under very high pressure, under the temperature of 800 degrees centigrade, and in the presence of nickel, then only these two substances will react with each other. Okay, to produce a mixture of carbon monoxide and hydrogen. Okay, that means 1 part of carbon monoxide and 3 parts of hydrogen by volume, they are formed. Okay, so now this mixture is said to be water gas. It is said to be water gas. So now from this water gas, hydrogen gas is prepared finally. Okay, so now this paragraph is related to this portion. So now we will learn about this paragraph. So methane gas is mixed with twice the volume of okay, so this is diagram part. Okay, the methane gas is mixed with twice the volume of, see here, it should be how much? Right? Is it okay? Oh, okay, right. So methane gas is mixed with twice the volume of what? Of dash. Twice the volume of dash at 170 degrees centigrade. So this methane gas is mixed with what? Twice the volume of what? So already we know that methane gas is mixed with superheated steam. So here, if 1 volume of methane, that means if 1 milliliter of methane is taken, then we have to take 2 milliliters of superheated steam. If 100 milliliter of methane is taken, we have to take 200 milliliter of superheated steam. If 50 milliliters of methane is taken, then we have to take 100 milliliters of superheated steam. That means we have to take the twice the volume of this one, okay, when compared to this one. So methane gas is mixed with what? Twice the volume of dash, superheated steam. Superheated water, steam. Okay, superheated steam. So we have to fill this blank with superheated steam at 170 degrees centigrade. Okay, the paragraph is not finished, so it will continue like this. And then, okay, and then compress 2, and then compress 2 dash atmospheres. That means compressed means applying pressure. So we have to apply and that mixture should be compressed to dash atmosphere. So how much atmosphere of pressure? So 30. Okay, 30 atmosphere. Okay, dash atmospheres dash. Okay, dash. Here dash means 30 atmospheres of pressure. Or else simply 30 atmospheres pressure. Okay, next. Okay, right. The paragraph will still continue. The mixture so formed. Okay, the mixture. Okay, so formed. Okay, so here we have mixed these two, and this mixture is subjected to 30 atmosphere pressure. Okay, now the mixture so formed is passed over what? Heated. Is passed over heated dash. So here it is passed. This mixture is passed. Actually, here there is nickel gas. So actually, this mixture is prepared outside only, and that mixture is passed into this nickel gas. Okay, this first initially this container is not having any mixture, so it is having nickel gas. Nickel gas means nickel wire. Nickel gas is present, and this nickel gas is heated to 800 degrees centigrade, and then this mixture is it is sent into this container. Okay, so that means initially this mixture is prepared outside. It is prepared outside, and that mixture is sent into this container, which and that mixture, it is initially compressed before sending into this one. That mixture is compressed. Okay, and that compressed mixture will send into this one. Okay, we will send into the container which is having nickel gas, which is maintained at 800 degrees centigrade. So that means the mixture so formed is passed over heated what? Nickel gas, or else nickel wire. Nickel gas. Okay, which is maintained at nickel gas maintained at, see this nickel gas, it is maintained at 800 degrees centigrade. Okay, maintained at dash means here what we have to write? 800 degree centigrade. Okay, when the following reaction takes place, when the following reaction takes place. So this is the question actually. So already I have filled the answers, but this is the paragraph. Okay, and below this paragraph this equation is given. So this is also part of the question only. So now based on this data, so we have to fill these blanks. So already we know this knowledge. So we have this knowledge. So that means methane gas should be heated with twice the volume of superheated steam. Okay, and it is mixed initially, and that mixture is compressed to 30 atmosphere pressure, and that compressed mixture of these two, it is sent into nickel gas, which is heated at 800 degrees centigrade. Now under these conditions, what happens? These two will react with each other to form a mixture of carbon monoxide and hydrogen gas. So here, if carbon monoxide is one volume, hydrogens will be 3 volumes. So now this mixture is said to be water gas. From this mixture we can prepare hydrogen gas. Okay, so that is the answer. So these are the answers. Superheated steam, 30 atmosphere of pressure, nickel gas, 800 degree centigrade. Okay. So we will learn the other answer, other questions in the coming videos. Okay. Bye.